Who really likes to eat leftovers every day? We took one pork roast and stretched it out over 3 meals to give us a week of dinners for less than $40. Hit the like button if you're ready to repurpose your leftovers, and let's jump in. All right, tonight we're making a crock pot pork roast. First thing I'm gonna do is chop these veggies. In my crock pot, I'm going to add my carrots and potatoes that are chopped and rinsed and beautiful. And then on top of that, layered on top of that, I'm going to go in with this half of a pork shoulder. It was $2.14 a pound and was $10.87, and this will probably feed our family for at least 2 days. All right, to this, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt.
I did that. I showed it to the camera.
Oh, you did? Thank you. Couple cloves of garlic.
I already showed that to the camera too.
Okay.
So you don't have to show it.
Oh, thank you. About a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. A packet of ranch dip mix. You could also use ranch dressing mix, but remember, ranch dip mix is dairy free. A little bit of pepper.
Mom, I love that.
And then 4 cups of chicken broth. I used my chicken base and hot water. I'm just gonna pour all of that over and then turn my crock pot on low for the rest of the day. We'll come back this evening.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what it's looking like at 5:40 this evening. I'm going to make some rice, steam some broccoli, and then I'll show you the finished plate. And this is dinner tonight. All right, let's make a pot of black beans. So in my crock pot, I have a pound of black beans and the bone with a little bit of pork on it from a roast that we had a couple nights ago. And to that, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 4 teaspoons of chili powder, whoop, maybe a little bit more, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. All right, here comes my 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm gonna give this a stir and then cook it on low for the rest of the day. All right, here's what this is looking like now. I'm gonna give this a stir and separate that little bit of meat from the bone and mix it in. And then this will be ready for tacos. I'm gonna freeze probably half of it for soup. All right, let's make something I like to call stone soup. All right, so I've got 6 mini bell peppers, 4 carrots, and 3 stalks of celery that I need to get out of my fridge tonight. Let's chop them up. All right, so I've got my soup pan preheated. I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil, and then I'm gonna come in with my veggies. So celery, carrots, bell peppers, and a pound and a half of ground beef. And we'll come back when this is all browned. All right, I had originally had different plans for this cabbage, but it didn't happen, so this is gonna go in our soup. My ground meat is browned. I'm realizing that I probably should have sauteed my vegetables before I put the ground meat in there, but it's too late to reverse that now. So I'm going to drain this, put it back in the pot, and then come back to add some more ingredients. I have a couple cloves of garlic, just a little bit of salt, some of these, not a whole lot because my beans are already seasoned, so I'm not gonna season this too much. Got a little pepper. If you've ever read the book Stone Soup, comment below. Gonna give this a stir, warm up those spices. Then I'm going to add a can of tomatoes and green chili. In comes my cabbage. Here I've got 3 cups of those beans that I made yesterday with tacos. 4 cups of chicken broth. This actually looks like not enough water, so I'm gonna add 2 more cups of water. All right, so I'm gonna give this a really good mix, and then I'm gonna pop the lid on, turn the stove all the way up to 11, and make some soup. All right, this is just about boiling, so I'm going to turn the stove down to a medium-low heat and simmer it for 15 minutes, and then we will have our dinner tonight. Some fantastic soup we can top with a little avocado and some homemade bread. I think we're all pretty aware that eating leftovers and reducing food waste is a really great way to reduce our grocery costs. I find that my family complains a lot less about eating leftovers whenever they're repackaged into different things and don't look like leftovers. And saving that pork bone for the black beans was a really great way to stretch my dollar while reducing food waste and adding a ton of flavor. Subscribe for more grocery budget tips, recipe ideas, and I'll see you in the next video.